This is part one of the Ugly Skee Ball Restoration. Not quite done yet, but excuse that hanging spoon, I'm making beer right now. First thing I did was, since he sold the back legs off the back box, remade those. I then cleaned up the score cover tin, and lo and behold, I found the original skee ball logo underneath the ugly yellow paint. And then I remade the cage with the netting. That's 1 inch by 1 inch aluminum tubing, hand bent, and then the bottom frame is EMT conduit, and the netting came from Just for Nets out of Tampa, Florida. And for right now, the top rail covers is just made of wood until I find a good source for the metal and get the bending equipment from a buddy of mine. And this is a full length shot. As for the netting of the cage, I secured the top using a small thin wire mold, and I secured it that way. And there is a couple sheet metal screws in there holding that in place to the aluminum frame. And I'm also in the process of, for the bottom part here, there's a cloth material that gets sewn over to hide all that ugliness of the string or netting. The top part, the frame is made with 1/4 inch rolled steel, and that's all hand bent. It's actually 2 pieces, just hand bent. And again, a gray cloth will be sewn over the frame to clean that up like it originally was. The ball release does function. Here we go. All 9 balls. Score reset back to 0. I'm going to toss a couple balls. Might get a little shaky here, trying to roll the ball and film at the same time. Points, 20 points, trying to get it into the 50. Okay, let's see if this works this way. Ah, the bell works. And that's the end of part one. I'm going to finish up the bit of sewing I have to do for net frame, and then I'm going to move on to the replacing the carpeting.